HSAA Football 2020 finds Waycross Community Media here at Frederick Stadium on the new and improved campus of Winton Woods High School. I'm Jacob Williams, and along with my partner Tom Hall and production engineer Dan Gotham, the WCM resources bring the last regular season game of 2020 into your living rooms. This game tonight between Winton Woods and Turpin figures to be a Cloud 9 conflict for the outright championship of the inaugural season of the ECC. And as far as any doubt of our Warriors' chances are this year, I like to say, like the old song says, it ain't me. I have no doubt of what these guys under Coach Dre are capable of this year. So, Tom Hall, you've been sitting here. The season is 5 weeks old now. You've had a chance to crunch the numbers. What kind of revelations can you tell us about the Winton Woods Warriors and their opponent Turpin tonight?
Well, thank you, Jake, and good evening. I've been looking forward to this game all week. I think it'll be a terrific game. We have two teams playing for the conference championship, and based on the numbers I've been able to find, they look very evenly matched. They've had two common opponents. They both beat Lebanon, Winton Woods by 7 points, Turpin by 11. And they both beat Milford by an identical score of 49-14. So based on their scores against common opponents, who look even. They're both undefeated. The only difference is the Warriors have played one more game than Turpin. The teams have only met once, which is a pretty amazing fact. Back in 2007 in a playoff game, and the Turpin Spartans won 24-14. So I don't know who's going to win tonight. I think it's going to be a good game. And the Warriors do have the home field advantage.
Okay, real good, Tom, as we see Mr. Mefford step off into this opening kickoff, and it's picked up on the Spartan 6-yard line as he advances forward, runs out of an arm tackle, but the Warriors defense or special teams gets him down at the 15-yard line.
You know, it's Daniel Heiss, number 20, who took the catch, and the Warriors did a really good job of kick coverage on that play.
The officials in tonight's game, or the referee, is Stanley Williams. Officials Chris Sheldon, Dallas Coleman Jr., Rob Lambert, and Eric Berg. See, Turpin has a man in motion. Warriors waiting for the snap. Fakes the, no, he gives it off. He's around left end, but the Warriors defense catches up to him, stops him for very little or no gain.
It's a good start for the Warriors. They've got them down on the 16-yard line with a 2nd and 9.
To Marion Crumpley on the stop, as we could hear Kent Chills, the public address announcer here at Frederick Stadium in the next room. 2nd down for the Spartans. Passes this tunnel screen, complete, and this guy's got a 1st down for Turpin here.
You know, Logan Hurley with the catch. He ran a little bit of a slant pattern from the right side, and his pass was right on the money.
First down, Turpin at the 28-yard line.
So Turpin advances this ball up to their own 28-yard line, where it'll be 1st down. More defenders. There's a give. Flag on the play, and he's met in the backfield by number 24, Quentin Jenkins.
Second time they went left, and same result. Well, this time they actually lost yards on it. First time they gained 1.
Quentin Jenkins is really having a breakout season this year for the Warriors on defense. 2nd and 13. Shulock throws his ball. It's complete. out in the left flat, but there's nothing doing there. The Warrior defense puts a stop to any yards after catch.
Yeah, Crumpley was right on the receiver. There was nowhere to go when he caught the ball.
So on his 3rd and 9, Will Shulock rolling to his right, throws this ball incomplete over the outstretched hand of his receiver, number 2.
Had an open receiver, but the pass was just a little bit too high and led the receivers a tad bit too much.
That's Logan Hurley, a senior wide receiver for the Spartans. Warriors are going to send back Caleb Tubbs to receive this punt. He'll be standing there on his own 27-yard line, waiting his kick. And it's off.
Good kick.
Tubbs underneath it, grabs it at the 28. He's running east and west, getting north and south, Tubbs. And they got him strung out, and they got him thrown down on his own 23-yard line.
So the Warriors do a great job covering the kickoff, and that was a really good job by the Spartans. It was a good punt and good coverage.
Well,
Warriors down, what are we down here, 24-yard line.
Okay, they'll start it off on the 24-yard line. Crumpley has been a good returner, very sure-handed receiver, but they covered that very well on special teams, the Spartans did.
It was 4 against 1, 4 Spartans against 1 Warrior down there.
Okay, so we got Micaiah Wingfield under center. Motion. The give is to Double Deuce, 22, but they got him stretched out and taken down rudely there.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go. Your off-tackle play to direct Spikes, and no, the Spartans were waiting.
9:12 left to go in the first quarter here. As the Warriors break the huddle, Micaiah Wingfield back in the pistol this time. Spikes with him. Spikes with the give. Muscles his way straight north. There's going to be a flags on the play.
I'm not sure what this flag is for. Came in a little bit late. Came from the backfield.
We'll have to see what they're going to say this is. Personal foul.
Face mask.
Well, that's maybe what the Warrior offense needs to get this thing started today.
Yeah. 10 free ones. 15 free ones.
The transition this year has been fabulous for the Warriors. Last year they had the BMW in their backfield, but this year they're getting it done with the little deuce coupe and 3 on the tree. Wingfield back there in the pistol. There's a snap. He gives. Spikes twist in the middle, but
another flag.
Another flag after about a yard gain.
2 yards. Penalty flag on the play.
Came from the same spot in the backfield, defensive backfield.
Have to see what they come up with on. It's going to be going against the Warriors the way the officials are.
All right, the illegal block against the Warriors.
So I think they called number 55 on that shot block. That's Leonard Taylor. 8:44 left to go here in the first quarter from Frederick Stadium. Warriors break the huddle up on the ball on their own 29-yard line. Wingfield in the pistol. He's got the snap. He gives it the spikes, but they're all over. They chased him down. And he's down for about a 3-yard loss on this one.
You have the sense that the Spartans are keying on number 22, don't you? They know he's going to get the ball a lot. They know the Warriors are going to run these option plays.
And it's just a matter of the Warriors, whoever is the play caller, digging under this playbook and coming up. He's got trips left, or trips to the near side. We'll see what happens. This looks like they're throwing here, 2nd and 28. Wingfield flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take what he can get, and they got him out of bounds.
They had 3 receivers lined up on their left, but Wingfield was looking right. But that receiver wasn't open, so he got what he could on the ground.
Well, this is a good choice by him not to beat himself with a, play where he didn't really put his thought into it.
Yeah, don't do anything foolish down in your own deep end. 3rd and 27.
3rd and 27, Wingfield looking it over. He's rolling to his left now. They got in on him. They're going to get him knocked out of bounds. Looks like the Warrior 27-yard line.
Yeah, they had Wingfield running left. He wanted to throw, but the problem is he's right-handed. And we've talked about this in the past. The right-handed quarterback running left, that's a very difficult play for a high schooler to make. Even for a college or pro, it's hard to make.
Yeah, you're really asking a lot of things to fall into place, trying to throw against your body like that. So on this 4th and 27.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Penalty on the play. This one will be marched off against Turpin Spartans. You see the Warriors looking to punt this ball. Spartan defender standing on his 31-yard line awaiting his kick. Oh, fumbled the kick. He's going to take it and run. He's outside the box. He's still on his feet. He's got halfway to go. He's close to the first down. And finally tackled at the Turpin 48-yard line.
That one surprised everybody. Bad snap. Didn't quite get the first down, but boy, he got close.
He did good. He made his mind up to get what he can, and at least eliminated the possibility of room service field position for the Turpins on this.
Yeah, there was no chance to get that kickoff. He did the right thing. Almost pulled it off.
Will Shulock at quarterback, number 12, in the pistol. He pitches. Receiver's got it, number 3, and he runs it up in there, but he's hammered by the Warrior defense. That's number 9, Cam Sanders. So this is where the Warrior defense, Tom, looks like they're going to have to find a way to discourage these Spartans from getting any kind of drive going here.
Yeah, the Spartans' strategy looks to be to stretch the Warriors out. Go left, go right. String them along the line of scrimmage. So far, it hasn't worked.
Sherlock throws incomplete. That could be considered a backward pass, but it's not.
Yeah, the forward pass. Not by much, though. That was a near disaster for the Turpin Spartans. Quarterback led to running back too much.
So it's going to break it 3rd and 8. This is where Shulock probably going to have to get back and throw this ball. They're going to have to protect for him. He rolls. He's hammered on the throw. This ball's intercepted by the Warriors. Cross midfield, over the 40-yard line, down to the 30. And looks like number 24 with the interception for the Warriors. That's Quentin Jenkins.
There was The quarterback had problems with the snap. It was a timing play, and it threw the timing all off. The quarterback probably, on hindsight, he should have eaten the ball, but he tried to get the pass off, and the Warriors were ready. The coverage was there. What a play for the Warriors.
Yeah, see now, the Warriors know more about this Sherlock that they can step in front of his pass if they need to. And here they come out here on offense. Micaiah Wingfield in the pistol. Spikes with him. Straight drop, looking to throw this ball deep over the middle. This ball's complete. On his feet. Runs around would-be tacklers and on into the end zone for a touchdown for the Winton Woods Warriors.
Tyvon Bowler.
6-19.
What
On the play.
a great run after catch by Bowler. Great pass. Bowler was open. Wingfield hit him.
Okay, so that was no flag there. It got picked up, whatever it was.
They're using a very bright orange ball marker tonight. I think that's what you saw.
Watchman Fonjon Jr. in for the point after. Caleb Tubbs is going to do the holding. The hold is down. The kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 6:19 to go in the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 7 and the Turpin Spartans nothing.
Small mistakes can cost you big, and that's what happened to Turpin. It was that mishandled snap that turned into the interception, and the Warriors made them pay.
They sure did, and they made them pay fast.
Yeah, they did.
So as we see the Warriors special teams taking the field to address this kickoff to the Spartans. Oh, this is a different start than we've had earlier this year coming down here.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, the Warriors have had slow starts in the games we've done, and tonight they're off to a fast start. So now it's time, Turpin's time to respond. On the first kickoff by the Warriors to open the game, they did a really good job of covering the kickoff, and the ball was down to the 15, so let's see what happens here.
Nate Mefford steps into this kick. It'll be handled at the 4-yard line of the Spartans. Up north with the ball, he runs around, and Caleb Tubbs, number 5, in on the tackle, along with number 12, Antonio Turner Jr.
Did a little better that time. They got it out to the 24. The Warriors had the middle plugged up pretty well, so he tried to go to the right and got some yards.
You know, at least he tried to make none of this dancing and trying to fake somebody out.
That
Because
ball,
you're not going to do anything trying to outspeed the Warriors anyway.
No, you can't. No.
Okay, so we see the Spartans got a guy in motion here. There's a snap. Makes the give to number 25. He's around left in, but he can only make about 2 yards on the carry.
It was Keenan Alcade with the ball. Again, he's running along the line of scrimmage against the Warriors. That's a tough play to do because what the Warriors have going for them is great team speed on defense.
That's right. And there's just people there that just got ball instincts.
And they're very good fundamental tacklers too. That's the other thing that I think makes the Warriors defense so good.
Will Shulock with the give inside and nothing doing. I see Warrior defenders try to make another strip on this ball.
Yeah, the Warriors' defensive line has been dominating the Spartans' offensive line so far. And 3 wide receivers to the right.
Okay, 3rd and 4 for the Spartans. Will Shulock looking over to the sidelines. See what Coach McCullough wants to do here. Straight drop, throw this ball over the middle. It's caught. No kind of yards after catch. Looks like they're going to have him down near the first down yardage, and the chain gang gets to stepping.
He made that by about a foot.
1st and 10, 4:48 left to go in the first quarter here.
With a quick hitter to Naughton. It was a well-executed play, just ran as far as he needed to get the first down. Just made it.
Yeah, we'll call it a first down. I mean, there was nothing head-scratching worthy other than that. There's a carry inside, but can't make much more than 2 yards before he's hammered by the Warriors defense there.
That is number 9. Number 9 for the Warriors, Cameron Sanders. Playing linebacker.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and 9. Shuak, straight drop, looking to throw his ball. This ball is incomplete. Off the hands of his receiver, Caleb Tubb, defending on the play.
Yeah, that was an almost big play for the Spartans, but no. Tubb stopped it. He got his hand in the way and deflected the ball. Well done by Mr. Tubbs.
Tom, the Ward defense, if they can get off the field here, force a punt, they should have respectable field position. As we see the Spartans sending
4.
a bunch.
Oh, look at that out there on the left, top of your screen.
Bunch formation to the far side. Shulock looking to throw. He throws it deep, and it's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. Good defense. Good defense. He uses sideline as an extra man to help defend on the play.
Trying to hit the open receiver, but the Warriors defender, who is, we're having trouble seeing the numbers over there on the far side of the field. Number 6, I think.
Tamarian Crumpley defended that.
It was a good play.
Will Myers puts his foot in his. Tubbs on his 17-yard line. He's running north. He's got past the first guy, and Spartan defense gets him down on his own 29-yard line, where the Warriors have put it in gear. 3:28 left to go in the quarter.
That was a good punt. That's 2 good punts by the Turpin Spartans.
Well, we see with the Warriors offense out here on the field. 3:38 left to go in the quarter. What are they going to do? They have to still answer questions on offense of how they're going to move this ball consistently. There's a give to Spikes, trying to find room outside or right in, but he's stuffed again. Spartan defense is keeping up with him.
Yeah, they're on number 22. The Warriors have not been able to break him yet tonight.
Wingfield back into the huddle. Looking it over, he's got Spikes back there with him. Twins right. There's a snap. He fakes to give to Spike. Now Wingfield's around left in. He's going to outrun a couple of these defenders. He's in the Spartan territory and finally knocked out of bounds on the Spartan 43-yard line, first down.
That was a brilliant play call by the Warriors coaching staff, but I think it's going to come back.
Yep.
It's really unfortunate.
We see that dirty laundry on the field.
They had the entire motion going right. Everybody was going right. And the Spartans were chasing number 22 because they thought he had the ball, but he didn't. Wingfield held it and had a wide open space on the left, made a big gain, but all for naught.
2:47 left to go here in the first quarter. The Warriors, they got to get that back.
Yeah.
You know, that could be give these guys life in a way.
Yeah, that Turpin, boy, that was a real break for Turpin.
Trips right for the Warriors.
See what the Warriors do here. I'm curious.
Second down and 4.
They're showing right.
Wingfield flushed out of the pocket. looking to throw. He throws his ball. It's going to be out of bounds. Thrown away, incomplete.
The play was intended, they had 3 receivers on the far side of the field on the right, and the play was intended to go to one of those three receivers, but Turpin did a good job of covering them. So Wingfield had to try to make something out of it, and there was nothing to be had, so no gain.
So 3rd and 4, 2:23 left to go here. And move this ball over to the near hash mark. See what the Warriors come up with. Wingfield shifts spikes over to his right. This is where he gives him that give and he runs to the near side. No, throws his ball. Caught in the right flat, but taken down. No yards after catch.
It was Cameron Calhoun for the catch for the Warriors. He went just far enough to get the first down, turned around, timing play. Wingfield delivered it. First down Warriors.
Okay, so the clock is running. So what the Warriors need to do is figure out a way to gain yardage on the ground, keep that clock moving. There's Wingfield. Fakes the give, he pulls it and he's outside the right end, but again, Turpin defenders allowed measly 3 yards on that carry.
They faked it to spikes going left. The Wingfield went right, but there were 2 Spartans over there.
2nd down and 7.
So we'll see what the Warriors come up with on this 2nd and 7, 1:30 left to go in the first quarter here.
They've got 3 wideouts on the left side this time.
Wingfield gives it inside, spikes outside, gets past the first line of defenders, well into Spartan territory, taken down at the 40-yard line.
We had the 3 receivers on the left, and the Spartan defenders chased the receivers, and the Warriors' offensive line was able to hold up the linebackers and to finally spring spikes for a big gain.
Well, Turpin is playing like they've prepared well for the Warriors so far. They have had answers.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Wingfield looking it over. He's got trips right. Spikes back there with him. Throws his ball in the right flat, complete. Number 2 tries to
nice
run
move.
out of tackles. Nice gain on the play.
That was a great move, the downfield block by number 1, Tyvon Bowler. He's the guy who sprung that play.
Well, Tajay Frazier makes the catch, and again, the Warriors' perimeter blocking proves to be their lifeline once again. As the Warriors break the huddle, clock moving, 34 seconds left to go in the quarter. Now Wingfield's got trips left. He fakes the give and he rolls. Now he's got Frazier with this ball again. He's down to the 10-yard line. Cuts inside to the 5. And they finally get him down near the 2-yard line. Will it be first down? First and goal for the Warriors.
Number 12, Antonio Turner for the Warriors, made a great block on that. He's a receiver. He was over there near where the catch was made, and he did a really good block on the Spartan to spring that one big. Good downfield blocking by the Warriors.
Tajay Frazier, 2 catches now. Wingfield under center here. Spikes, no, quarterback sneak. Wingfield, Michael Wingfield, quarterback sneaking his way into the land of 6 for the Warriors.
Well, the Warriors' offense have got on track now. They are, that was a good drive. They did a good job of mixing it up, I thought. Runs, passes, left, right.
And then with, again, this new cast, I am completely used to what they can do with the ball. And again, last year was a super year. The last 3-4 years have been super. But now, it's new day dawning, and these guys have good skills themselves. And Coach Dre and his staff round these guys into series ball players every year.
Yeah, this is really a pretty remarkable thing going on here in Forest Park. This is a bunch of new faces. This is a young team. They just have a handful of seniors, and they're undefeated.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And the coaching staff here and the fan base has to be really excited about next year and the year after. I would be. I am.
And this year, the oddity of this year is as we see PAT attempted Caleb Tubbs with the hole. Hole is down, and the kick hits the upright, but it's good. So he got the bounce off the upright there. We can see the upright is still shaking.
Yeah, it is. The snap, something was not quite right with the snap. The timing was off ever so slightly, and I think that's why the kick wasn't right between the uprights. But
We'll take it.
Yeah, it's good for the Warriors.
So with 1.4 seconds left to go in the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 14 and the visiting Turpin Spartans nothing.
First kickoff was down to the 15. The second one was down to the 24. Let's see what happens on number 3.
And so Nate Mefford puts his foot in it.
He's a good
Caught
kick.
at the 8-yard line by the Spartans. Makes it up to his 20-yard line. So that'll be the end of the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium, where we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 14 and the Turpin Spartans nothing.
The Turpin Spartans have got to figure out a way on offense to do something about the Winton Warriors defense, because right now the Winton Warriors defense is dominating the game.
Well, the Winton Woods Warriors defense has been every week improving and improving. And it kind of looks to me like they deputized themselves this week to, keep their foot on these Spartans' throats. And later this game goes, they might actually end up wanting to get a shutout the longer they can keep the shutout going.
Yeah, that will certainly be their desire. They have very good pass coverage. They have good defensive linemen. They're good tacklers, and they have great team speed on defense. This is why the Warriors are so tough to beat.
Will Shulock, quarterback for the Spartans, got the snap, looking to throw this ball, complete in the right flat. Ball's out on the ground. There's a scramble for the ball, and it looks like the Spartans able to come up with this.
The Spartans finally broke a play, and it almost turned to dust for them. Fortunately for the Spartans, they got a fumble recovery. I thought the Warriors were going to get that ball.
Yeah, at first it did look like it.
From the 35-yard line.
Turpin trying to use motion to confuse the word defense. This guy runs through a couple tackles, makes about a good 7-8 yard gain on this.
Yeah, it was a cutback that got the gain there. The play was going left, and he saw there was nothing there, so he cut back and went right, and there was room. We picked up, about 7 yards.
It's going to be 2nd and 3. Give inside, and Ward defense is there. Short gain on the play, maybe a yard loss.
These running plays that rely on man on the offensive and defensive lines are not working for the Spartans. Warriors are too strong on the defensive line.
10:33 left to go in the half here. Shulock trying to draw the Warriors offside, maybe.
Strong side on the right there, on the top of your screen is a strong side. Now they brought a guy left.
Shulock looking to throw. He's going to try to pull it down and run, but he's going to be sacked by the Warrior defense. That's number 99 on the sack, Diesel Stewart.
The great nickname.
Fourth and 5. This is where, if Caleb Tubbs can get a nice run back. Kick is up. Nice kick.
Oh, yeah.
Tubbs handles it at his 13. He's trying to get around the right. He's got a block, and he's still on his feet. They get him knocked out of bounds on his own 30-yard line. That one guy, he tried his best to not throw a bad block.
Yeah, I thought he was fine. The flag is way back here to the 49. The blocking looked okay to me.
Yeah, we see where it looked okay to me too. I mean,
it's going to be against the Warriors.
Again, though, Caleb Tubbs is a nice return man. Good hands, good decision making, gets what he can. And that's going to translate into him doing a house call or two before the season's over, I'm guessing. So we got the
personal foul.
Officials calling a personal foul, moving this ball back to the Warriors' 15-yard line. Chain gang trying to get up the street there. Chip Wilson, the down and distance marker. Clinton Davis, Jeff Kelly. First and 15, 9:30 left to go in the half. Trips left, Wingfield with the ball. He gives to Spikes, but he's thrown down in his backfield for a short loss.
Yeah, number 75, Ben Cushman got him. A minute ago, the Warriors had first down on the 30, but a penalty, and now a play that didn't work, having second and 12 deep in their own end.
It just seems almost like this offense is a little bit in cruise control tonight. But we see Wingfield under center. Frazier in motion. Looks like Wingfield's going to take it himself and get pushed out of bounds.
He made something out of nothing. It didn't look like that play was going to go anywhere at all, but he was able to get to the outside.
8:41 left to go in the half. 3rd and 12. This is where the Warriors need to make something happen here. They have to punt back this deep in their territory. Spartans might try to jailbreak. Wingfield in the pistol. This guy's got good feet if he decides he wants to run the ball. Straight drop. He's flushed out of the pocket. He throws his ball. Caught out of bounds. They're calling it an interception.
That's an interception, yeah.
Wow.
That was pass all the way. That was an ill-conceived throw. I think Wingfield would rather he hadn't have done that one. It was good defense. The defender had position on the receiver. Wingfield was trying to make something happen. It didn't work.
So Drew Covington with that interception, number 21 for the Spartans. 1st and 10. Ball is on the Warriors' 38-yard line.
Here's a chance for Turpin to get back in the game here.
Yeah, if they can make something happen, this is the time for it. Time for the Warriors defense to stand tall here. Shulock looking to throw. Oh, ball's caught. Stops and waits for the defender to run around him, and they finally get him tackled on the Warrior 19-yard line.
It was Caden Naughton with the catch. The ball was down to his shoelaces. He just barely picked it off above the ground.
He sure did.
The play was, everything looked to be going right, and then they threw to the left. That's why the play worked.
And it was a nice athletic play by the receiver to come up with that catch.
Yeah, it sure was. It was a really good catch. And to stay on his feet, no less.
Shulock pitches, runs through a couple defenders, and they finally get him down after about a yard or two gain.
That ball marker they're using does look like a penalty flag, doesn't it?
It does. But, you're right. They have to use that to spot the ball. And the center just holds on to it the whole time. Will Shulock looking over to Coach Kent McCullough for the play that they're going to use. Shulock looking to throw over the middle. They're going to keep using that screen until they get burned on that screen.
Yeah, inside slant
Bubble
play to
screen.
number 26, and that was almost, that's Garrett Manister for Turpin, and that was almost a disaster.
3rd down and 8. 6:57 left to go here in the half. Shulock in the pistol, rolling to his right, throws his ball, caught by his receiver and thrown out of bounds at the Warrior about the 4-yard line.
That was Hurley with the catch. He was open. The play went right. The receiver was open. It was a good pass on the run.
So Maurice Daniels made that tackle. Here comes Turpin in the pistol. 25 with the carry, but he's met by the Warrior defense.
Number 25,
And he's going to come out the game.
2 yards on the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Clock moving, 6:18 left to go in the half.
J1 Gibson, made a stop from his woods.
Shulock looking over to see what Coach McCullough wants to do here. 2nd and 3. Give inside, nothing doing. The Warrior defense stiffens once again.
Yeah, the tough yards in the middle against the Warriors defense. So it's going to be 3rd and about on the 3.
No gain on the play.
So this will be 3rd and 3. Shulock rolling to his right, looking to throw, throws his ball across the body, it's caught for touchdown by the Turpin Spartans.
Touchdown, Turpin.
There were three receivers over there on the right. 2 of them were covered, and then the one who caught the ball just kind of zipped in there open, and the quarterback saw him and hit him. It was a really well done play by Turpin. Unfortunately, I couldn't see the number of the receiver.
Turpin trying for this point after, and this kick is good. So with 5:25 left to go in the half here, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 14 and the Turpin Spartans 7. Well, this way, Tom, the Spartans got on the scoreboard here before halftime.
You have a bit of a momentum shift here. See if the Spartans can keep it up. The Warriors are going to get the kickoffs. All they want to do is run up some first downs, burn that clock down.
Yeah, well, this year, with the way it's set up, you just got to play them one game at a time. I hope they're not looking forward or ahead to anything. You know, this is the first year of this ECC conference that they're in. So it would really behoove them to go ahead and take this crown since it's there.
Oh, they would love to have that trophy sitting in their glass case here in the hallway at the high school.
Okay, so Jack Rizzo sticks his foot in this ball. Gonna squib around. It's picked up by number 22. And they finally catch him at about the Warrior 27-yard line.
It wasn't exactly a squib kick, but it wasn't a full-blown kickoff either. It was kind of interesting.
And that ball looked like it had some little English on it where...
Yeah, there was a dicey moment there.
It wasn't going to just cooperate by being picked up.
No.
So Warriors first down. Wingfield spreading his receivers out. He's got number 3, Amani Steele, back there with him now in the pistol. Steele runs up the block. Wingfield runs out of the pocket, stiff arms this guy, gets out of bounds, and there's a flag on the play.
There's nobody open. Holding, ooh.
Penalty flag on play. Holding on Winton Williams.
It's going to put the Winton Warriors in a hole here.
You know, this game is being broadcast on Channel 17, Green Hill Spectrum, and Channel 855, Cincinnati Bell, Phi Optics. This game is being televised right now live. It'll be on Tuesday on Spectrum from starting at 8 p.m. There's a handoff inside. Very little gain by Spikes on the play.
Moni Steele is in the game now. No gain for him.
This game will also be broadcast Wednesday, October 7th at 4 p.m. And then on Channel 4 Spectrum and Cincinnati Bell 854 Fiber Optics, be Friday, October 9th at 11 a.m. But for now, it's being live streamed, and we see Wingfield, straight drop, looking to throw. He's flushed out of pocket, makes a man miss, but then they got him hammered down on his 10-yard line.
Yeah, it was good downfield coverage by the Spartan defenders, and there was nobody open, and Wingfield tried to make the best of it, but there was nothing to be had.
You know, it looks like, again, that these Spartans paid real close attention in their film room.
Yeah, they've studied the Winton Woods Warriors well here.
So the Warriors break the huddle with trips left. 3rd down and 26. Wingfield looking to throw. He's got this ball incomplete. A little bit low. Throwing this ball to number 12.
The Warriors were lucky that didn't turn into something bad.
Antonio Turner Jr., number 12, intended receiver on that. We see Wingfield throwing to a different set of targets today.
Yeah, and they put Steele in the game earlier than they usually do to play running back.
As the number 14 enters the Winton Woods huddle.
Spartans are going to get the ball back in good shape here.
It's Jeremiah Anderson, number 14. Here's the kick. It's off. It's going to touch up at the 40. Roll, nice roll into the Spartan territory, where the Warriors are down it on their 48-yard line.
That was a good break for the Warriors. The punt was nothing exceptional, but the bounce and roll were. It turned out well for the Warriors. So the Spartans will start out under 48 now. They have, what, three and a half minutes left.
Of course, the Warriors playing this game, come in here knowing they're the number 1 seed in this region in the playoffs, but again, they don't want to depend on that.
No, they want to win tonight. They want to win very badly.
There's a give, but nothing doing where defenders are there. Warrior front 7 is playing a respectable game here tonight, the way it looks so far, Tom.
Yeah, they sure are. There just isn't much in the middle there. If the Spartans are going to succeed against the Warriors here, this misdirection stuff, I think, is what's going to work. To get the Warriors going in one direction and then you go the other. That's how they got that one long gain on that pass play.
2nd and 9 for the Spartans. They get him out of the pocket, he throws his ball, it's caught, it's incomplete.
Almost a huge play for the Spartans.
Nice that he was able to
I thought the Warriors were going to
keep him
get
from catching that ball.
I thought the Warriors were going to get Shulak, but he evaded it, made a good pass play, but the coverage was there. The Warrior pass defender is what saved that day.
Yeah, it looks like someone on the Turpin sideline told Will Shulak that you got to do better than this. You know, you need better escapability, extend these plays. Shulak with the ball, straight drop. Here comes the blitz. Throws his ball. It's caught. Right far sideline. He cuts back inside, still on his feet. 35-yard line. And they get him down at the Warrior 30-yard line.
The screen pass, and it worked because there was only one Warrior over there, and he was blocked out. It's amazing, Jake, this entire game is taking place on the far side of the field. And the players are quite a ways from us, and I'm having trouble seeing the numbers. I couldn't see who made the block for the Turpin Spartans, but it sprung a big gain.
Yes, he did, and we're not the best eyesight.
No, that's the other part of the problem.
I don't think we could spot a wardrobe malfunction in Vegas, huh?
No, probably not.
Number 6, Tamarian Company, makes it off for the Warriors.
And Tamarian Crumpley having a good game on the Warrior defense. Somebody's going to have to step up here on this 2nd and 6, 1:46 left to go in the half. Warrior defense, Shulak waiting, he's got the ball, he's rolling, throws his ball to the top of the screen. This ball looks like it's intercepted, no, incomplete.
That was a jump ball. Gundrum was the receiver. And Tubbs got into a jump situation. I thought Tubbs maybe came down with a ball.
Yeah, it almost looked like he had that ball with him, but you know, Tubbs a good defender senior year. Okay, here comes Sherlock. Sherlock again throws this ball right flat. He tries to make a man miss, but he's thrown down for a loss.
Oh, they're going to call a penalty.
So what is this penalty going to end up being?
The Warriors, people up here in the booth are very upset.
So this personal foul on the Warriors. Gonna march this ball forward. Calling a face mask on Winton Woods. Ball's gonna march forward all the way down to the Warrior 15-yard line.
Ouch.
First and 10 now. This is too close to the half to let these guys back in this game before halftime. So we'll see what the defense comes up with. 1:05 left to go. Shulock, straight drop, looking to throw at bubble screen again, and it's caught, and he's going to score. He fell. He got hit by the turf monkey, got him, I guess.
He sure did. What a break for the Warriors, and I think he was going to score.
That's right. So he falls, it looks like they got it to the 4-yard line, 52.4 seconds left to go here.
His teammates are going to rib him about that one.
So it's another wild first half here from Frederick Stadium. Turpin is not going to go quietly into the night.
I think there might have been something wrong with the Turpin motion on that one. I think there's going to be a procedure call against Turpin. Yeah, at the end of the first quarter, it looked like this Woods Warrior had this game totally under control. Oh! Nope, no flag. They picked it up. They had 2 men in motion, but they got set before the snap.
Turpin using their timeout here. 36.8 seconds.
On the 4-yard line, they'd have a touchdown if the ball carrier hadn't tripped over the grass. I think he probably saw that open end zone, and boy, he's going to get there.
Vision of sugar plums dancing in his head.
Sugar plums and a tie score, but not yet.
See the Warrior band in the south end zone.
The plays that have worked for Turpin are the ones on offense, are the ones where they fake in one direction and then go the other. It's just running up the middle is not working against the Warriors' defensive line. So I expect to see something like that get run here. They'll get everybody running and maybe to the right and go left or
Yeah,
the
that
opposite.
bubble screen that they use is usually successful.
Yeah, yes.
Good for, 6-8 yards.
That's what all they need here. They need 4.
So here comes the Turpin offense back on the field to address this 1st and 4 with 36.8 ticks left to go. Shulock looking to throw. He's going to hold straight down, try to run, but he has to throw it away. Out of bounds, incomplete. Second and 4.
That was a wise play by Shulock. He wanted to go right. He wanted to pass right. There was nobody open. And he looked left. There was nothing there, so he just threw it out of bounds. It was a good stops the clock.
Play.
Yeah, it was good smart play.
Because, he knew he wasn't going to run it for 4 yards for the score.
We only used up about 5 seconds on that play.
That's right. See the Warriors nation implored to make some noise to support their team here. Will Shulock trips right.
The 3 receivers out on the
Rolling
right.
to his right. Got the man on the out pattern.
Back
He's going to
left.
get
Oh.
sacked. Hit hard.
Number 44, Jerron Gibson, is the guy who broke up that play.
21.8 seconds left to go in the half. Nice, well-timed sack. That's
Yeah.
what they needed.
Yeah, it was really well done by Gibson. The quarterback was trying to cut against the grain, and Gibson caught him. And Turpin had to burn out another timeout.
Ball's on the 10-yard line.
3rd down.
So this is going to amount to the down of the first half of this game right here. We'll have to see if the Warriors defense can rise to the occasion here.
I'll be curious to see if Turpin runs a timing pass. That would kind of be the thing to try down here. The field is pretty short here, and the Warriors have so much speed on defense that any prolonged play, I'm not sure it's going to work. Let's see what they do here. See if we see a quick hitter slant pattern, something like that. Everything shows they're going to go right.
3rd and goal. Shulock. Pistol. He's got the snap. He's rolling to his right. Rolls back to his left. He's going hot. The guy's in the end zone for a touchdown for the Turpin Spartans.
Yep, they showed right and they went left.
And that's the way they've been doing it all night in their passing game against the Warriors.
And that's hard to defend. If you have time to throw, which you did that time, it's very difficult to defend that.
Now the Warriors do get the ball to begin the second half. So Spartans will try this PAT, Jack Rizzo. And that kick is blocked.
Blocked. Number 5.
Number 5, Caleb Tubbs having himself a whale of a game on the Warrior defense. So with 16 seconds left to go in the first half, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 14 and the visiting Turpin Spartans 13.
It looked like the kick started out low, but Tubbs was real quick in there.
Tubbs has been in on a lot of possible PAT blocks this year.
Yes, he has. He's got great speed. He's such a good player. This game's turning out to be pretty interesting, isn't it, Jake?
Oh, yeah. And of course, we know there's interesting games all over the county. We know our other Waycross crew is over at the Birdcage at Coleraine High School covering Coleraine and who is it, Hamilton?
I think that's right.
And that ought to be a good game. Coach Nate Mahan of Hamilton, he got some players up there this year. I think Hamilton, are they undefeated too?
I believe that might, yes, I think you're right.
So Coleraine, it sounds like they're in another ball game that they just can't take for granted.
And speaking of interesting, don't forget the halftime show. The Winton Woods Warriors marching band is here.
And they are in the south end zone.
They're ready to get out there on the field and play tunes and entertain the crowd. It turned out to be a pretty good crowd. They were kind of late arriving.
Mm-hmm. So Rizzo kicks this ball. It's going to be caught on the 35-yard line by the Warriors special teams.
Yeah, number 10 wisely just caught the ball and went to the ground. No point in risking anything here. Just
so 15 seconds left to go in the half. We'll see what the Warriors want to do with this on offense. They got trips to the near side. Looks like Wingfield's thinking about putting this ball up in the sky. Spikes with the carry up the middle and outside now.
Ooh.
And he's finally brought down on the Turpin Spartan 46-yard line.
Yeah, this is big gainer by Spikes, and Warriors call a quick timeout. Why not?
So 9.2 seconds left to go here in the half. Again now, this is where that range where Michael Wingfield will stand back there and throw the Riverboat Gambler pass.
He's got the arm to do it.
Yes, indeed. The more I watch him play, he's starting to remind me a little bit of this guy on the Ravens. but he's more accurate. You know, he can throw this ball accurate.
Yeah, well, Wingfield's got a great arm. He can throw on the run. He's a very versatile player. Good runner, too.
Yeah, very good feet. So we see the Warrior offense take the field.
First and 10, Warriors.
Looks like the Warriors are going to definitely try to put something up on the scoreboard before halftime.
4 receivers out there.
Trips to the far side. Wingfield, straight drop. Heaves this ball deep. 84. Incomplete off his head. No flag on the play.
The ball was just a
2.3
teeny bit underthrown. That was almost connected. That was very close.
Yep. Well, I knew that was his little area where that was going to probably be attempted.
You had that one called right. So you got 2.3 seconds. Why not try it again?
Cameron Calhoun, the intended receiver on that. So the Warriors break the huddle, 2nd and 10. It's going to be Hail Mary City on this pass again. Trips to the far side. Wingfield, straight drop. Looking to throw. He's got spikes out of the backfield. He's running across the field. He's got a block over on the far side. He's trying to beat the sky. But to the credit of the Turpin Spartans defense, they got the help they needed to shut that thing down. So at the end of the first half here from Frederick Stadium in Forest Park, Ohio, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 14 and the Turpin Spartans 13. Waycross Community Media will be back with more after halftime. And welcome to the second half of this action from Frederick Stadium, campus of Winton Woods High School, Forest Park, Ohio, where we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 14 and the visiting Turpin Spartans 13. In the second half, look for the Warriors to reignite on offense. The Spartans will not go quietly into the night, though the Warriors are getting high-value play out of Caleb Tubbs, Tamarian Crumpley, and Diesel Stewart. So we don't know how this game is going to shake out for sure in the second half, but my partner Tom Hall, would you please tell the folks out here what the statistics showed us about the first half?
Well, as you would expect from the score of the game, the stats are pretty close. For example, first downs, Turpin had 8, Winton Woods had 9. I could read you a bunch of numbers, but that's the way they look down the line. One difference is the Turpin Spartans had the ball on offense for 9 minutes and 15 seconds. The Warriors had it for 14 minutes and 45 seconds. The other thing I think of note is Tyrek Spikes, who's been such a game breaker this season, was held to do an average of 2.4 yards per carry. And even as amazing, Michael Wingfield was held to an average of 1.8 yards per carry. So the Spartans did a very good job of containing the running threats of the Warriors. The Warriors, on the downside, had 65 yards of penalties. Turpin had 20. So if the Warriors keep the penalty flags off the field, hang on to the ball, which they've done a good job of this season, see if they can prevail. But they've got their hands full tonight.
Okay, very good analysis. As we see the Spartans, Rizzo puts his foot in this ball. The second half of this game is underway. Picked up on the 8-yard line. He threw it up to the 30, and he's finally tripped up where the Warriors will put it in gear on their own 35-yard line. Okay, so I don't know what Coach Dre told his players at halftime, but I hope that he told them something that is motivating. We see, you can hear over here, the Warrior Nation is employing this team to open up with the second half, hammering down. Under center's Wingfield. Man in motion. Wingfield gives inside. Spikes. About a 3-yard gain up the middle.
And off tackle to Spikes. Yeah, the Warriors had this game in hand at the end of the first quarter, and they let the Spartans back in. And if not for that blocked extra point at the end of the half, the game would be tied.
That's correct. They did block that extra point, but that's not enough cushion. And I don't think the Spartans are going to go quietly into the second half of this game. Under center, Wingfield pitches to Tyus Frazier, but he can't get anything going.
Number 38 broke up that play. That would be Trey Carpenter. If Trey Carpenter hadn't been there, I think that would have been a big gainer.
This is where the Warriors are going to have to come up with some kind of backbreaker play to change a little bit of momentum here in the second half.
It was a big third down play early on.
3rd and 7 here. Under center, man in motion. Wingfield, he's going to be chased down from behind, tuck the ball. And he's going to be sacked for about
with Matthew
4-yard
Johnson, number 33, and number 57 for the Spartans, Max Klein. 3 and out.
So 2-yard loss on that play. 4th and 9.
Not how the Warriors wanted to start the half.
Spartans got a guy standing on his 35 awaiting his kick. He's going to come over. This ball takes a Warrior bounce. Past the 20, down by the 15-yard line, and that's where the Spartans are going to have to put it in gear on their own 14-yard line with 9:39 left to go here.
If the Spartans, the receiver had been able to get to that ball, he could have had a big gain, but he was standing in the middle of the field and the punt was over on the far side. And it took a really good roll for the Warriors.
Yeah, I think between that, taking that good roll and just didn't allow that receiver to roll the dice on grabbing off with that ball. So here's the Spartans. Inside give and straight up the middle. About a 2-3 yard gain there.
That's, I think, one of the biggest gains they've had up the middle against the Warriors. The Warriors have stuffed that all night long so far.
Will Shulock in the pistol, waiting for the snap. Straight drop, looking to throw this ball. It's caught by his receiver, but he's taken down. No gain on the play. Or very little. It's going to bring it to 3rd down and 2 yards.
3rd and a very long one. They're calling it.
Okay, so this is where Warrior defense is going to have to step in here. Warrior Nation chanting, employing defense. Shulock barking instructions, sends a man in motion. He's got the snap. Give to number 3, but he can't make it outside. He's stuffed by the Warrior defense.
They handed off, they went right, but the number 44 for the Warriors, that would be Mr. Gibson.
Caden Naughton on the run for the Spartans, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 3.
That's the second really big play of the night for Gibson. Forces a punt out of the Spartans. The Warriors should be able to get this ball around midfield.
Caleb Tubbs is waiting on his 37-yard line for this kick. So we got Warrior Nation again with 7:51 left to go here in the third quarter. Waiting for someone to break this game wide open. You see the officials are trying to restore order down there. There's the whistle winding up the clock, and here comes the kick on the way. You can't get it. Warrior defenders are there, get him tackled. They got him. That's what they needed on special teams to break out. Bad snap.
Nightmare come true. It was a bad snap. The punter couldn't handle it.
Number 99, Diesel Stewart.
Yeah, old Diesel got him. For a moment there, I thought he was going to get him in the end zone.
This is where certainly the Warrior offense, we see that the Warrior offense has the Diesel package in the backfield with Diesel Stewart back there. Number 58 with the carry, but this is getting too cute. He's in there for no gain. It's going to be second down.
Well, the Warriors kind of signaled what they were going to do there. The coach Turpin stacked up the middle. They left him in there.
Here they left him in there, and
maybe he'll throw a pass,
I don't
Jake.
even see Wingfield in the huddle.
I don't think he's out there. They got Diesel in the backfield there. Or no, yeah, they've got Diesel there. Number 99. He's in kind of a slot position. Let's see what happens here.
See what
Throw a
happens.
pass to
There's a
Diesel.
snap inside.
Now.
Lowers his shoulder, but they're calling it a touchdown.
No. I thought he was short, but he wasn't.
So who's that? Number 58,
Macklin. Number
Taryn Macklin. That's what the Warriors need. Scoring from anybody they hand the ball to.
Macklin is a 260-pound defensive lineman.
Making his presence felt out at the goal line.
Shades of Refrigerator Perry, right?
That's right. See, a little bit of
changed balls.
confusion about this point after attempt.
To change balls, I'm wondering if they wanted to keep that ball for Macklin.
You know, Nate Mefford, you know, he can put the Warriors up.
He's the Warriors' left-footed kicker.
Caleb Tubbs with the hold. The hold is down. The kick is blocked.
Oh,
Turpin Spartan said, here, take that yourself, Winton Woods Warriors.
that's right. Turnabout is fair play. See if that comes back to haunt.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to make sure it doesn't come back to haunt.
That was a slow developing play. And the timing didn't look right, and the kick was low, and it just it kind of reminded me of the block point at the other end, actually.
Well, I hope that isn't in any way, shape, or form what this game turns on.
Yeah, that would be, yes.
We see Mefford getting ready to stick his foot into this ball.
Number 31, Nate Messford, kick off for the Warriors. Number 20, Daniel Hodges. Deep from Turpin.
Okay, so officials got to get in position again. Is this official taking private calls on the sideline here or what?
Yeah, they've been slow tonight, haven't they?
Nate Mefford Left-footed kicker steps into it. Coming near sideline and out of bounds.
Oh,
They're going to start it out at the 25-yard line.
it's kind of a collective holding of the breath around here. Well, he's going to go out into the end zone or out of bounds. Barely went out of bounds, but barely is good enough here, so it comes out to 35. It's called a procedure penalty against Winton Warriors.
Okay, so the Warrior Nation is getting a little bit exasperated with the way things are going down the field with these officials and turning that into stomping on the rafters. Will Shulock in the pistol looking over to Coach McCullough. He's got the snap. He turns and gives to his carrier. And he's still on his feet, and somebody in the Warriors defense is saying, I don't think so anymore.
He picked up about 4 yards on that. Kind of muscled it in the middle there.
You see number 99, Diesel Stewart, have an extended conversation in the backfield with the official. Shulock looking to throw. He breaks the pocket and he's on his feet running and looks like he's got a first down.
He's very, very close.
So they give Turpin that first down on that carry.
Well, that's unusual in the game so far. 2 plays up the middle gets Turpin a first down.
Yeah, they're waiting to start going back to that bubble screen. I'm guessing trips to the far side. Medford pitches it in the backfield. He's met in the backfield.
Elcal was stopped for a loss, actually.
Number 58, Terry Macklin on that stop. 2nd and 11. Will Shulock steps back, looks over to Coach McCullough for further instructions. He's got number 3, Katie and Naughton back there with him. Naughton in motion, he throws his ball on top of his pitcher and he is hammered. That's going to be a loss on the play.
The Warriors number 7 Blue.
7 Blue making his presence felt. He usually gets a couple solo tackles every game.
He earlier game in the season, we called his number a lot. He's a good player.
4:40 left to go in the third. Shulock with the snap, straight drop, throws this ball deep over the middle, and it's tipped by the Warrior defender. That's number 24 on the tip for the Warrior defense.
That would be Quinton Jenkins. He hadn't tipped it, that may well have connected.
It's a good thing he tipped it.
The Warriors have good defensive backs this year, don't they?
Yes.
We've seen a lot of plays like that.
You know, I'm especially, impressed with number 24, Quinton Jenkins, because he's not big. We see Caleb Tubbs waiting his kick. It's up in the air. Tubbs runs up to meet him. He's got it on a 20. He's trying to get outside. There's no flag on the play. He's still on his feet up to the 23-yard line where a host of Spartans converge and make the stop on him.
The crowd kind of went silent for a second there. I think everybody expected to see a penalty flag come flying out.
Sure, no, they did.
And none did.
You could bet if you broke that to the house, that penalty flag would have been out.
Okay, so let's see. You're out down to 25.
When Wood's putting this thing in gear on their own 25-yard line, and see Wingfield back in there at quarterback. can hear the Winton Woods cheerleaders telling their team to get it moving. Spikes with the carry. Gets up to the 31-yard line.
Picks up 6 yards on the carry.
Yeah, quick off tackle, 6 yards, 2nd and 4.
Made the stop for the Spartans. 2nd down and 4 for Winton Woods.
This 2nd and 4, Winton Woods wants to keep these chains moving. Spikes with the carry, pumps outside, but the host of Spartans are all over him.
The number 40 Will Guy got hold of his jersey. And that's what stopped that play.
Pick up of 1 on the play, Tyree Spikes. On the stop is number 40, Will.
So 3rd and 3, 3:18 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
3rd and 3 for the Warriors.
Well, I don't know why they've given up on Imani Steele.
I was just thinking the same thing. We saw him for about 5 minutes in the second half.
And Spikes with the carry, still on his feet, twist around. He's going to have first down yardage.
First down, Warriors.
They're calling the ball down. Either way, it's not going to be Turpin's ball.
First down Warriors. They called him down. This is when we wish we had a replay, but we don't. Not tonight.
Warriors are going to have to protect that ball. This is the part of the game where the margin of error is slipping away. As the Warriors break the huddle. Wingfield back there waiting for the snap and the pistol. I think I saw Imani Steele run into the huddle. There he is.
There he is, yeah.
Long throw by Wingfield, but his receiver cannot catch up to that ball.
Pass was intended for number 22, Tyree Spikes.
Yeah, it was led by a good 5 yards.
Well, they're probably going to have to do a little bit more work to set that up. But again, it looks like, to Turpin's credit, they must have thoroughly studied the film of their opponent this week. Wingfield with those lime green shoes gives the Spikes, and he stops and cuts it up, but he only gets about 3 yards.
Looked to be number 75, Ben Cushman, making the tackle.
3rd and 7.
We got 3rd and long here.
3rd and 7 play. You know, this is where the Warriors need to maintain possession of this ball if they possibly can.
The Wingfield has Spikes next to him. 4 receivers.
Wingfield straight drop, looking to throw. They got him flushed, and they got him taken down for a sack.
Michael Wingfield taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Clock moving.
He wanted to go left. He wanted to throw down field down to left. He had 2 receivers out there. They were both well covered. That's why he tried to run, and by then the protection had collapsed. So you got to punt.
Warriors special teams are going to have to hold up their end of the deal.
Casey Spears there is going to punt.
Casey Spears punting.
Clock running, 46 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Number 17, Max Lundgren.
This kick is off.
That's good.
It's going to be caught, fair caught on his own 27-yard line, where the Spartans will put it in gear.
27-yard line.
Good kick, good distance, good hang time.
1st and 10 for the 27-yard line.
As we see the Warrior defense taking the field. Knowing good and well that this game is starting to get into the stages of you got to do something. Again, this is the final game of the inaugural season of the ECC. There's a given side, and Spartan runner picking up good yards. Looks like about a 5-yard carry.
Number 3, Hayden Norton. Picks up 5 yards on the play. Taking down number 3.
It gives you so many more options on second down if you can pick up 5 on the first.
That's right. But I think the Warrior defense. So that's in the 3 quarters here from Frederick Stadium on the campus of Winton Woods High School, Forest Park, Ohio, where we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 20 and the visiting Turpin Spartans 13.
Tightly fought quarter. Each team traded a touchdown. The Warriors went into the quarter with a 1-point lead. Now they have a 7-point. We'll see what happens here. Turpin's been getting some yards up the middle here in the second half. They were completely unable to do that in the first half.
Yeah, I think they still know they got that bubble screen in their back pocket, too.
They have that, and they've not run the timing plays that they were running in the first quarter.
Got Warrior Nation down here imploring these guys to play some serious ball for the last 12 minutes. So we see the Turpin Spartans come out here over the ball. Will Shulock, junior quarterback, in the pistol, hands it off to his running, and he gets good 3 yards on that play. They got him tackled on the 35-yard line.
The misdirection stuff was working for Turpin in the first half, and they haven't done nearly as much of that here in the second. They've been kind of more brute force up the middle with some success. We got a 3rd and 3 though. It's a big play.
3rd and 3. Warrior defense needs to get off the field here. Warrior crowd chanting defense. There's a snap. Looks like he's trying to throw. This ball's caught. And it's going to be a first down for the Spartans.
Yeah.
Number 3, Caden Naughton on the grab.
Yeah, they finally ran one of those timing plays, and it worked. It got them the first down. Got about 2 yards to spare. Turpin keeps the ball, and the clock is running.
Again, the Warrior Nation stomping on the rafters, calling for defense.
Oops.
Blown up in the backfield.
That was a broken play.
Broken play, that's right.
Yeah, the running back went to the opposite side of what the quarterback expected, so there was no handoff. And then the Warriors' number 44, Gibson, was in the backfield. That was a big loss.
That was, and see, at this stage of the game, I can't stress enough, these guys got to tighten up these loose edges. Looking to throw. Warrior defense has been there. This ball's thrown, and it's going to be incomplete. Nice defense.
Yeah, he definitely saved the touchdown there. That was number 24. Yeah, Quinton Jenkins Jr. Another big play.
So that brings it to 3rd and 15. Yeah, Go ahead, Tom. 10-12 left to go. Shulock in the pistol, man in motion. Shulock's rolling to his left, looking to throw. This ball is incomplete. Nearest receiver to that ball was a Winton Woods defender.
Sorry to keep harping on this point, but you've got a right-handed quarterback running left. That's a tough play to make happen. Ball wasn't anywhere near the receiver. Actually, they were lucky. The Spartans were lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, right. So this 4th and 15 play, fork in the road, stick a fork in them here for the Spartans. Tubbs awaiting his kick.
That was nearly blocked.
Comes up and grabs it on the 30, runs to his right.
Blocking the back.
And he's only able to make up about 3 or 4 yards on the return.
I am shocked there's not a penalty flag out there. The guy who was blocked in the back is the guy who made the tackle.
Number 20.
You know, it almost looks like it's similar to that other one where, as long as Winton Woods doesn't do serious damage, we'll let it go. But I digress. We see Caleb Tubbs limping off the field slightly.
Going holding against Winton Woods.
Oh, so they did call it. So 9:57 left to go here. The Warriors have put this thing in gear on their own 24-yard line. Mikael Wingfield back there in the pistol has to give off to Spikes. He's around left end. He's still on his feet. And he's across midfield in the Spartan territory. And they finally get him brought down at the Spartan 46-yard line.
There was a tiny hole there, and it was enough for Spikes to get through. And he broke off what I think is his biggest gain of the night.
Yeah, see, they needed that kind of gain.
Yeah,
they need things to put in film for their future opponents to see.
And gets them out of their own end.
Wingfield giving the Spikes again. He runs in there for about a 7-yard gain.
And we picked up 5.
Clock running, 9:21 left to go in the game. Again, the winner of this game tonight, outright champion of the inaugural season of the ECC. Spikes with the carry, but he can't get anything on it.
Will Guy met him there at the line of scrimmage, number 40 for the Spartans.
Well, this is where the Warriors, they could get this first down. It's 3rd and 4.
Yeah, pick up first down here. They've got the Spartans in a deep hole.
Yes, they do, because the clock becomes the Warriors' friend exponentially, as they say. Wingfield looking it over. He fakes to give the Spike, rolls to his right, throws this ball.
This might be offensive pass interference. They threw a flag on that. This might be against the Warriors.
8:06 left to go in the game here. You know, the pass was such that the offensive player had to become a defender.
Yes.
So, more than likely the Warriors will punt. Or wait, though, it'll be 3rd down again if they accept this. So the Warriors will still have a chance to convert.
Yeah, it puts us, if this is offensive pass interference like we think, it puts the Warriors the Spartans in an interesting position.
They might have to decline.
You could take 4th and 4 or 3rd and 14.
Offset.
Penalty was ineligible receiver down the field. Penalty is declined by Turpin.
They accepted the pass interference. The Warriors commit 2 fouls on the same play. There was an illegal man downfield and a pass interference.
Well, this is where the Warriors play this type of game, this type of discipline have allowed officials to rear their ugly head in this matter. Wingfield, straight drop, looking to throw, deep over the middle. His ball is caught. Number 1 with the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Winton Woods Warriors. That's Tyron Bowler.
Oh, he beat Matthew Johnson, number 33, who just can't believe what happened. What a turning point in the game.
That's what the Warriors needed.
Spartans had them in a 3rd and 19, and the Warriors not only convert it, they get a touchdown. Take a commanding lead with just under 8 minutes.
Well, we got Mefford in to try this point after.
This could be an important extra point. Oh, no.
Bad snap. Ball is going to be down where the kick is unsuccessful. We have a score with 7 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in this game. We have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 26 and the visiting Turpin Spartans 13.
Both teams have had problems with their snapping on kicks. We saw the bad snap on the punt that resulted in the Warriors getting the ball on the 2 or 3 yard line. And we've seen some snap problems on these extra points. 3rd one now, actually.
Well, in a game that it's not going to mean the difference between winning and losing, you know, I guess I can take it. But this 26-13 score with 7:57 left to go in this game, the Warriors can ill afford to put this thing in cruise control and just assume from here. You know, I'd like to see them win this conference outright. This is their first year being in a conference.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of happy players on Winton Woods Warriors if they can pull this off tonight. And right now, they're looking good.
Medford puts foot to the ball. It's going to be grabbed on the 19-yard line by the Spartans. He runs in there, and he's hammered down by the Warriors special teams.
Number 21, Mike Middleton. Number 20, John Clifford Jr. Made a stop for Richard Woods. Turpin, 1st and 10 for number 21.
So Turpin has this ball, 1st and 10 on their own 21-yard line. Excuse me, the 27-yard line they're calling on the scoreboard. There's the give inside, cuts back. Ward defense is there. He picked up about 5 yards on the carry. 2nd down.
Take up 5 yards.
So you're talking about that bubble screen, Jake, and it's just getting about time to pull that one out, I think. You've got to do something to break off some big yards here. This time is an issue.
Looking to throw, there it is.
There it is.
Ward defenders are there. They got to slow down. And everybody else comes in to clean it up.
Yeah, he beat 2 tacklers, but he had to beat 4.
Clock running, 7:05 left here. See, the Warrior defense has to make these guys drive on them, grind it out, and not give me big play.
Yeah, that's right. Don't give up the big play. Let the clock run.
Rolling to his right, stops. Warrior defenders are there in the backfield. He escapes. Oh, this guy's hammered.
Oh,
That's defense there. That's the defense. That pass is incomplete.
yeah, I threw it to number 47, Jack Feltman, and Feltman almost made a catch, but it's just a jarring hit. And that has to hurt. He left the field.
Number 6, Tamarian Klepley. They will fold that Spartan right up. 4th down and 6. Warrior Nation see that this is where the game is going to turn if they can make the play here on defense. Timeout. Coach McCullough calls timeout for the Spartans. No, the Warriors, they know they'll be playing at home in the next playoff, in the next game. Is that next week here?
I think they have a bye next weekend. I think it'll be in 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because they're the number 1 seed, don't you get a bye?
I think they do get a bye. So I'm sure the way they're playing ball lately, they hope they can maintain momentum and not lose their edge in a bye week.
Yeah, bye weeks they're kind of a double-edged sword.
Yes.
You get to rest up and heal wounds, but momentum is an issue. You can lose your momentum.
And we're getting into that time of the season when the weather can be a factor, especially weather on days you got to practice.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't had much rain yet this fall, but it'll be coming.
So 4th and 6, 6:36 left to go in this game. Back to throw. He's getting decent protection, but now he's flushed out. He's going to try to run. He's going to stop and throw back across his body. His ball is intercepted by number 27, and he falls down on his own at the Spartan 20-yard line.
Shulock had nothing. There was nobody open. He was being chased out of the pocket. He tried to make something happen. And they're going to lose the ball on downs anyway, so on some level it doesn't matter too much.
So we see our faithful Warrior Nation is really having a good time hooping it up. We see the cheerleaders down there proud of their guys. See family in the stands proud. 6:22 left here. In the pistol. Throws this ball deep. This ball is caught for a touchdown. Winton Warriors. That's number 84, Cam Calhoun.
What a great pass. Right on the money. Great catch.
That's the kind of stuff they want on film for their next opponent to have to scratch their head about what they're going to defend. As we see the Warriors lining up for this PAT. Caleb Tubbs is the holder. The hold is down. The kick is up, and that kick is good. So with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the game here, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 33 and the visiting Turpin Spartans 13.
Starting to see a few fans start to head to the exits. Yeah, Warriors are really celebrating down there on the bench, aren't they, Jake? It's a happy night.
One play, 23 yards, 7 seconds.
One play, 23-yard drive. 7 seconds elapsed time.
On defense, the Warriors have averaged giving up 12 points a game this season. And right now they've given up 13, so if they can hold them, they'll essentially be on average. Boy, defense has played so well tonight.
Oh, Spartans. Big hit on special teams for the Warriors. Put a stop to that return. Jeremiah Anderson on that stop.
I think the Warriors' defensive line will be teeing off on the quarterback now.
Yeah, this is where he's going to get sacked or tackled for loss. Yeah, see the Warriors defense, you put them in this position, and they're not going to give it up.
No.
Picked up 1 yard on the play, taken down by number 99, Mateo Stewart. Second down and 9.
Looks like we got some confusion in the Turpin offense. Will Shulock back there in the pistol waiting for the snap. Throws his ball in the right flat, complete to number 2, where he's tackled.
That's that timing play they had success with in the first half. And it's only the second time we've seen it in the second half, I think.
3rd and 2.
Okay.
5:10 left to go in the game.
Oh,
Pass is batted down by Andrew Booker.
yeah, quick hands by Booker. Got his hand out there, and I think that would have been a completion. Quite possibly for a first down.
Will Shulock waiting for this snap. Gives to number 3, cuts around left in, and he picks up a first down.
Yeah, I think they surprised the Warriors on that one. The Warriors, everybody in the house here expected a pass on 4th down, but they did a quick handoff. It worked.
Make the stop for the Warriors. 1st and 10 Spartans.
Turpin has 2 timeouts left. Sherlock, his ball's incomplete off the hands of his receiver, who looked like he took his eyes off that ball.
I think he knew it was going to happen the moment he caught it.
Number 24, Quentin Jenkins Jr. on a stop.
Barton's trips left, waiting for the snap. Sherlock looking to throw, he's flushed out of the pocket, throws his ball over everybody's head over the sideline.
Marion Copeland on the coverage for the Warriors. Winton with students, you need to call home now. You need to show your rights here at the end of the game. You need to call now to show your rights here at the end of the game. Come on, Warriors! Get up, Warriors! 3rd down.
3rd and 10. Shulock looking to throw, rolling to his right. He stopped, and he's having. There's going to be a flag on the play.
Flag on the field, and the helmet was torn off.
Official's going to try to name face mask, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think the Warrior pass rusher, I don't think he did that intentionally at all. I think he was just trying to grab the quarterback and came up with a face mask.
4:30 here.
Been a lot of officials' conferences tonight, haven't there?
Yes, there have. I mean, on the sideline with the coaches, amongst themselves.
Personal foul on Winton's face mask.
Yeah, the defensive lineman was trying to get his hands past the offensive lineman, and I think he just unintentionally grabbed the face mask and pulled the helmet off the quarterback. New life for the Spartans, although the clock is running out.
Yeah, well, if the officials are doing their job and that has to be called, so be it. Let the Warriors defense clean up the rest of it. Incomplete pass. And Daniels held inside position, would not let that receiver move in on that ball.
Yeah, Daniels had, yeah, you're right, good position, great position. These Winton Warriors defensive backs are so fast. It's just the Spartans have had trouble getting open down the field. The Warrior defenders can stay stride for stride with them on most plays.
Will Shulock for the Spartans got trips left, straight drop, looking to throw bubble screen over there to the left, but this guy's hammered down after about a 4-yard gain by the Warrior defenders.
The Spartans are gaining yards, but they can't get more than a few per play, and that's not going to work here.
Third and 7, 3:46 left to go. Straight drop for Shulock. Diesel Stewart trying to get to him. Shulock throws his ball incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
They're going to call holding on number 5, Caleb Tubbs. He did grab the jersey of the receiver. I'm not sure the receiver could have caught that ball, but definitely caught jersey.
Okay, so 3:36 left to go. Officials will have to sort out what they're going to do about this laundry.
The discussion, I think, will be, was that ball catchable? And I'm not sure there was.
They're picking it up.
Yeah, they're picking it up. Not a catchable ball.
So it's going to make it 4th and 7. Kent Shields, the Winton Woods PA announcer, implores the nation, on your feet.
Warriors caught a bit of a break on that play. But hey, we'll take it.
See the Warrior defenders standing in here. Shulock looking over to the sideline to see what Coach McCullough wants. Straight drop for Shulock. Throws his ball. Caught. And down at the Warrior 27-yard line.
What a great catch. That was a really great catch by number 85. That is Alexander Steele. He looked one direction and the ball was on the other side and he had to turn around and do it, catch it, and it was so well done. It's such a difficult thing to do.
Shulock gives the ball to number 25. He's getting outside after picking up about 3 yards on the play. maybe 4.
Moving out of bounds, number 6, Mario Cleveland. Pick up a 3 on the play.
So here comes the Spartans. 2nd and 7, 3:12 left to go in the affair. There's his throw, incomplete, out of the hands of his receiver. That receiver nearly coughed that ball into the hands of number 24, Quentin Jenkins.
It was Garrett Bannister was the receiver, and that did almost end up in the hands of the Warriors. 3:09.
Looking to throw deep down the sideline, incomplete.
That, number 6, Crumbly, had him stride for stride.
Timeout, Winwood's Warriors. 3:03 left to go in the game.
Winton students, you need to call home now to show your brightest here by the end of football.
Note at this time I want to invite anyone out here who listens or watches these games to come and donate some of your time to these games that are put on by Waycross Community Media. We could use your help. Stats, graphics, instant replay, announcer. Check out what opportunities are available for volunteers at Waycross Community Media at 825-2429. That's 825-2429. And you too can become a volunteer and be proud of your input in helping us raise these children right. You think we're going to see this kind of weather anymore this year, Tom?
I hope so, but I don't think so. It's going to get pretty chilly tonight. We're going to get down to the low 40s. And at some point, the rain will begin.
So here we go, 4th and 7.
Oh, movement on the line.
Movement on the Spartan O-line. So they'll take steps back. Be 4th and 12 now.
4th and 12.
.303 left to go. Will Shulock, junior quarterback for the Spartans, waiting for the snap. There he goes, straight drop, throws this ball deep over the middle. And this ball is off the fingertips of the Winton Woods defender, incomplete.
It was another good pass, but another great cover job by the Warriors. That was Coach Mr. Crumpley again. Crumpley's had a big game. Several of these
A lot of
yeah,
guys have big games tonight.
yeah, they really have. Tubbs, Crumpley, Bowler on the defense, or Diesel,
Quentin Jenkins.
yeah.
There's the give. Number 22 bounces off a tackle, still on his feet. Breaks outside. He's got a convoy. And he gets him out of bounds at the Turpin 25-yard line. 2:45 left to go in the game. So it looks like now he's got these Turpin defenders a little bit tired out.
Yeah, they've worn him down finally. Took a while, but the Warriors have finally succeeded in wearing him down, grinding him down.
See the Warriors As they wait this snap, there's to give the spikes. He runs in and then outside he cuts it. Picks up about 3 yards on the play. Flag. It's a little bit after the play, so I'm guessing it involves extracurriculars.
Penalty flag on the play.
I think the Warriors are acting like it's against them.
It was late compared to when the play was whistled dead. I'll tell you, these refs, like you said earlier, Tom, been in a lot of filibuster discussions and whatnot. Like, these guys don't want to go home to their wife or something.
Yeah, there's been an exceptional amount of it tonight. And maybe it's a crew that doesn't work together regularly. I'm not sure what the story is.
I mean, with this 2:36 left to go, and we're spending 10 minutes to sort this stuff out. Of course, old timers like us don't have anywhere to go on Friday night anyway.
No, those days are gone for guys like us. Friday night used to be a big night. Back in my youth. All right.
Now, where did you grow up? Here in Cincinnati?
No, up in the Detroit area.
Detroit area?
Yeah.
Let me see. I was an old truck driver. Hamtramck?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I know where that is.
You know where that is?
City
I used
within
to
the
go
city
to
of
a lot
Detroit.
General Motors assembly plants.
Yeah, they're big. They had a big one up there. I'm not sure if it's still open. Where did you grow up?
Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. On the lake.
Looks like, just want to say a word that was spoken by the coach of Wyoming High School. And I'll tell you right when this play is over, because it was relevant. He did an interview with Shelby Dermer of the Cincinnati Enquirer. As we wait, Michael Wingfield, he's got the snap, gives the spike. He's too fast for these guys now. He runs it in there. The little deuce scoop. Tyreek Spikes, what are they doing?
This is coming back.
And another flag on the play.
I think it's against Winton Woods. I think it might be a hold. I did not see it. It was over there on the far side of the field.
I'll tell you, they saw penalties. They've been in games where they've overcome these penalties, but they're going to have to tighten up on this.
Yeah, if they go deep into the playoffs, you can't do this.
They can't. You know, I don't know what the stats are, but this is the worst looking game I've seen with the penalties.
Yeah, at the half, they'd taken 60 yards of penalties, and I think they've taken more than that this half.
You know, if they have to play LaSalle, they can't go out here like this kind of sloppy against LaSalle.
Yeah.
2nd and 3, 2:30 left to go. Wingfield throws his ball into the corner of the end zone. This ball's incomplete, but naturally, no penalties are, no, never mind.
Well, Derek Lawson wanted a penalty flag, but he didn't get it.
Aaron Hancock, head coach of the Wyoming Cowboys. Our kids have played a lot of football. Having that game experience will go a long way. See what happens. 2:24 left to go on this. Wingfield waiting to snap. Gives the ball to Spikes again, where the defense slows him down for about a 1 yard or no gain on the play. Coach Hancock says, when you get into games, sometimes adversity hits. How your team responds is how you can tell if you're going to be successful. We've hit it in some games, and these guys step up and take care of business.
On the 16th of October, we will play the winner of New Carlisle, Tecumseh, and Zeeman. The winner of that game will come here to Charles Frederick Stadium and play the Warriors on October 16th at 7 o'clock p.m.
Okay, so you said they
Keep
got
an
the...
eye out on the athletic site for ticket availability.
Oh, we got a Warrior down.
It's a Warrior who's down. I cannot get the number. It had a 2 in it. That's all I know. That's all I could see. And the way they're treating him, I'm thinking it's maybe cramps.
Here's the number 1 seed, Winton Wood, will play potentially 3 consecutive
It's number 2,
in the playoff.
Ty Frazier.
So Winton Woods has the potential to play 3 home playoff games.
That would be exciting.
We just have to see how that works out. Because at some point, there's going to be a date with LaSalle looming, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
As long as they both keep winning. But as long as they both keep winning, Winton Woods is undefeated and LaSalle is not. But we don't know what that means to the people who set up the stuff. This ball's out on the ground. Spikes trying to get out of bounds and he's hit hard. Knocks his helmet off, he's hit so hard.
you know, Spikes was running as fast as he could, but the tackler had the angle on him.
So now we got this clock under 2 minutes at 1:56 to go in this affair.
I do want to extend my congratulations to the Warriors for winning this Eastern Cincinnati Football Conference. This is a great thing for them.
And they're much worthy they are that you're congratulating them, Tom. This is their first time being in a conference in basically 10 years. They've been playing games with teams from Missouri. Heading off inside, nothing doing.
And they've done it with all these new faces. I know the coaching staff, you know, they've been consistently here, but the players have not. And this is just it's a really good team on the up and up.
Number 44.
Yeah, and see, what I like about so many different people contribute.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's success by committee. You're absolutely right. And they do the fundamentals well. They block, they tackle, they hang on to the ball. Their one area of weakness is the penalty flags. That's the one thing that could trip them up in the playoffs. But other than that, they are a solid team.
Hand off, 25. Defenders come up and meet them at the 35-yard line. The clock still moving. Under a minute now at 59 seconds left.
Stop was on number 27, Maurice Daniels.
So the referee winds that clock again and it's moving. 52 seconds left in the game here. Spartans taking their time and coming up on this ball. 42 seconds.
Ouch.
Somebody got hammered. Cam Sanders, big time stop on that play.
Kind of puts an exclamation point on the game.
Clock still moving. That's probably going to be the last play of the game.
Yeah.
Spartans
don't want any more of that.
Do it anymore. As the clock ticks down. So that does it here from Frederick Stadium on the campus of Winton Woods High School, where Winton Woods Warriors are your ECC champs in the inaugural season of the conference. That's what I'm talking about. Tom, do you have any thoughts on what you've seen tonight and this year?
Just a great game, and I'm so happy for the Warriors. They've worked so hard, and they've reached the top here. Congratulations.
Okay, so that'll do it here from Frederick Stadium, where we have a final score of your Winton Woods Warriors 33 and the visiting Turpin Spartans 13. Turpin, have a safe ride back out to Anderson Township, neck of the woods, and we may see you again. For my partner Tom Hall, this is Jake Williams, and for all the resources of Waycross Community Media, Dan Gotham, our production engineer, we say so long until next week.